I'm here today to work with Alex, my model, and we're going to practice some really great hair and makeup looks as if we were going to be working for a wedding. So initially what I would do is start working with my model's eyes. Having already chatted to Alex, we've decided that her skin was dry, so I'm going to use a product to begin with first, which is specially for dry skin. I'm just gently pushing the product into the skin, the moisturiser, just working it very, very gently, trying to get an upward motion, so not as to push the product down and drag the skin. I always try and advise the client has a really good cleansing routine, getting her skin really beautiful in preparation for her makeup on her wedding day. A primer is preparing the skin for good foundation and really fantastic makeup. Just squirt a little bit of the primer onto the back of your hand, and then like the moisturiser, we're just going to dab it gently onto the face and then rub it into the skin. I always apply the primer or the moisturiser in a T fashion. Gently tapping the primer into the skin, and again not dragging the skin is really important. This product is Fast Response Eye Cream. We're going to apply that just gently onto the eyes. It's for fine lines and wrinkles. It contains caffeine and is supposed to reduce any puffiness to the eyes. A lot of clients really enjoy having this done. This gives the client a really great awake look as opposed to having tired eyes. At this point, I'm going to apply the lip conditioner. A lot of clients have really dry lips, and when I use this on them, they always say that they really like the product. What I'm doing now is just applying the foundation onto Alex's eyes. Just a very small amount. I'm going to dab it on each eye and then gently work it in using the pads of my fingers. This will help the eye makeup to actually stay and working it as a base. Anybody could do this. It's just using a very small amount of makeup or of the foundation and working it into the eyes. Doing this particular action actually helps the longevity of the eye makeup so that it will stay throughout the day. Just using a disposable makeup sponge, I'm now going to wipe off any excess product from the eyes. This is a loose medium blot powder. What I'm going to do is gently place this with a brush over the eye just to set the foundation that I've just put on. A lot of people ask me the question why I do the eyes first before the rest of the skin. Now you'll find that different people say different things, but the reason that I tend to do that is because you will always find that excess makeup will just drop down onto the skin. Therefore it's easier to clean it off afterwards before applying the foundation. Most of the brides that I work with really want a great natural look, so this is what I'm doing today. We're starting with some really nice natural colours. This particular colour is a really lovely colour for weddings. It's got a slightly sort of goldy shimmer to it. The colour that I'm now using is slightly darker than the first. What I'm going to be doing is putting it into the socket line of her eye. This will bring out the natural shape of her eye and enhance it with the finished look. This product is eyeliner. There are various different types of eyeliner that you can use, but this particular one is actually waterproof. As brides do have a tendency to cry on the day, it's a great product to use. Just applying the eyeliner now along the roots of the lashes. I'm just going to make a little kick at the end of her eyelashes to do this particular action and draw this up, it's always enhancing to the client's features to draw the line up as opposed to down. We naturally want the makeup to have an upward look. When you're doing the eyeliner, it's important that when you get towards the corner of the eye that the line just tapers off to nothing. The next stage is to put on the mascara. This is a waterproof mascara, very important for brides on their day in case they cry. I'm using a disposable wand. It's really important that when I'm doing lots of makeup that this particular wand can be thrown away after this client. Now using this little brush, I'm going to gently put it on with the brush on the top of the lashes. Working the brushes through the lashes as I'm going. You can probably start to see now why I didn't work on the skin first, why I didn't do the foundation, because if any of this mascara gets onto the skin, it's going to be very easily wiped off afterwards. It's really important that we use a disposable mascara wand, really to prevent the spread of infection or cross-infection, and for hygiene purposes. Now I'm running the mascara wand through the lashes, gently creating an upward lift. This is really opening the eye up because the lashes are being bent and curled up and obviously thickened with the mascara. The mascara gives the illusion of opening the eye up and making the eyes look bigger. Using another disposable brush, I'm just going to run this eyeliner along the top of the roots of the lashes just to cover any lighter pieces. Doing this means we should have total full coverage of the eyelashes being coated with dark colour. At this point, I'm just going to wipe off any excess makeup using some makeup remover and a clean cotton bud. Let's look up. Doing this creates beautiful clean skin again. I'm just going to use this white eye pencil to create a highlight underneath the brow. I'm doing this to highlight the eye and open up the eye again. Just gently drawing the pencil underneath the eyebrow, and then we're going to soften it using a really soft pencil brush. Again, working out away from the face. For the time being, that's the eyes done. Now I'm going to work on the skin, but we will come back to the eyes a little bit later and you'll see why.